Welcome back, students, to another Logical Learner session. With the great demand from the students, they really liked our videos, so we decided to do more science videos. And today we are doing the chapter Life Process in Living Organism. So, without further ado, let us begin the chapter Life Process. So, a human body performs various functions. There are many organ systems in the human body which perform functions such as digestion. The stomach digests all the foods that we consume in the form of carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins. The respiratory system, it performs a vital function of taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. It provides oxygen to all the cells in our body. So that is a respiratory system in the human body. Then there is the brain, which performs the important function of control and coordination. The brain controls all the activities of the body, and it coordinates with all the organ system so that they can function properly. So the brain performs coordination system. And yes, there is excretion system which excrete the waste product out of the body. And then there is circulatory system which circulates the blood. So all these systems are vital. But today we are going to take into detail the system of digestion. So when we are hungry, we consume carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are obtained from foods such as milk, fruits, jaggery, cane sugar, vegetables, and so many food stuff. So these carbohydrate contains the molecule of glucose. These are the main primary units which helps in the production of energy in the body. So this glucose molecule is broken down into the molecules of 2 pyruvic acid plus 2 ATP molecules, 2 NADH2 molecules, and 2 water molecules. All these molecules are produced inside the cytoplasm of the cell. And this is not the complete process. The two molecules of pyruvic acid which has been produced in the cytoplasm, these molecules are further broken down inside the cytoplasm into acetyl coenzyme A, NADH2 and CO2. This entire process is called as glycolysis. So there are few technical terms and you might think, yeah, this is manageable and I can learn all the terms. You may think that, okay, this is easy, that I can learn all the terms and understand the process of glycolysis and the glucose metabolism. But this is not the end. The glucose is not entirely metabolized. The second step, the acetyl coenzyme A, which was produced, is taken inside the mitochondria, and inside the mitochondria there is a cyclic process, a cyclic chain of reactions which is known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. This cyclic reactions turns this acetyl coenzyme and then finally completely oxidize it. It is completely broken down finally into carbon dioxide, NADH2, FADH2 and water molecule. And finally the last step in the process of oxidation of glucose, it is ETC, also known as electron transfer chain. This is the vital process which occurs in the mitochondria, and it is very important for the production of energy. The molecules of NADH2 and FADH2 which had been produced in the previous process of glycolysis and carboxylic acid cycle, they produces 3 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of ATP each. NADH2 produces 3 and FADH2 produces 2. So let us summarize what we have learned so far. We understood the process of glycolysis. So how does the process of glycolysis happen? The process of glycolysis occurs when a carbohydrate molecule is taken inside the cell, and that carbohydrate molecule inside the cytoplasm is broken down into a single molecule of pyruvic acid, and that single molecule of pyruvic acid is further broken down into acetyl coenzyme A, and then inside the mitochondria by Krebs cycle it is converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy. But many a times body does not consume carbohydrates, so body has another mechanism where body use the lipids of the body, the stored fats, which is then broken down into fatty acids molecule, the smaller molecules, and then those fatty acid molecules are taken up by the cell, converted into acetyl coenzyme into the mitochondria, and so on. The process repeats itself. And if there is no lipids in the body will go to the proteins, and the proteins will be broken down into amino acids, and then those amino acids will convert into acetyl coenzyme, then it will go into the mitochondria and energy will be produced. So all the three molecules produces energy. The process of glycolysis was found out by Emden, Perrance and Mira. Hence it is also known as EMP pathway collectively. And the Kreb cycle, TCA cycle, was found out by Sir Hans Kreb. Hence it is also called as Kreb cycle. Now let us consider another scenario in which a person is jogging or the body is exercising. Then what happens during that process is that the body consumes very limited amount of oxygen. The body does not get oxygen. So what we have previously studied was aerobic respiration and aerobic breaking down of glucose. Now in this scenario there is anaerobic respiration. So what happens in anaerobic respiration is the pyruvic acid which has been produced gets broken down into another pathway. There is no TCA cycle here. So in our human beings, in the muscle cells, lactic acid is produced instead of acetyl coenzyme A, and only 2 ATP molecules of energy is produced, and previously there were 38 ATP molecules. And in the yeast, alcohol is produced, and in certain bacteria, vinegar and vitamins is produced. These two processes are known as fermentation. So in the case of anaerobic respiration, glucose is improperly broken down. Now let us move on to uses of some amino acids in our body other than production of energy. What are proteins used for in our body? So amino acids forms most of the proteins of the body, like for example melanin and keratin. Melanin is a skin protein which gives pigmentation to the skin, the color to the skin, and keratin is the protein of the hair. And in the case of blood, the hemoglobin and our antibodies are made up of proteins which are very vital for fighting with the germs in the body. And next, the bones in our body, they contain a very important protein which is known as ossin. This protein is important to hold the bones together. And the muscle cells of our body contains two important proteins, actin and myosin, which are flexible proteins, and it causes the movement of the muscles. So these two proteins are important for the muscle movement, actin and myosin. And then there are hormones. They are all made up of proteins, and there are certain cell proteins like cell membrane and enzymes inside the cells are also made up of proteins. And after amino acids, let us understand the functions of vitamins in the body. What are the uses of vitamins? So there are many important vitamins. They are heterogeneous compounds which are essential for various processes in the body. So the vitamins are such as A, B, C, D, E, and K, in which the B and C vitamins are known as water soluble vitamins, and the remaining A, D, E, K are known as fat soluble vitamins. So the vitamins such as B2, B5 also perform important functions for energy production. So this video was brought to you by Logical Learners channel, and I hope you really enjoy the video. You understood most of the concept. So please don't forget to share the video so that many people can get the benefit of understanding the simpler concepts. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can get more videos like this and we can keep producing more videos. Thank you so much.